Hey party people, Andrew here at SHOT 2023 with JRH Enterprises and Nocturn to talk about all sorts of stuff to see in the dark.
Hey guys, good to see you again. SHOTShow 2023. We're here with our good friends from Nocturn Industries. We're going to talk about some of their legacy products. The Katana has been taking the dual tube market by storm for the last couple of years. We sell a ton of these, great product. I'm going to let Jeff talk about this a little bit more, and then we're going to go through some new products as well.
All right, so Jeff with Nocturn Industries. I'm the original founder and one of the co-owners of the company, and one of the engineers as well. So we'll start off here. This is our oldest product. Well, actually, both of these are our oldest products. You have the UA-NVB Katana here. This is the third generation. We released this at SHOTShow 2022. This has been doing awesome. This has been a very durable system. It's drop test rated, it's water rated, it's been proven in through various agencies. People love this system. We've now, when we move down the line here, we have new systems coming out that are built upon this system. We also have our UA-NVM Tonneau. This is an adaptable monocular. This is a 7.5 ounce monocular in its lightest configuration. It's also adaptable to a bino. So we go from here to here, just by removing the battery cap. It slides on here. You put a plate on the back, and now you have articulating binos. They power off when you sew them up, power on when you rotate them down.
That's great for guys that want to get started with a single and then move to doubles,
Yes.
to duals as money permits. So that's a great way. We see a lot of folks, they look for 114. Well, now it's a tonneau. So boom, they're not messing with a bridge and jury rigging a bunch of stuff. You can end up with basically a nice dedicated dual tube set at the end of it.
Exactly. You could start off with a monocular. If you have friends that can't afford night vision or you shoot with regularly, you can get the bino system, break it off when you want to run it with a friend, share with a friend at the range. All you need is a standard PVS 14 mount. And then, all these are Wilcox dovetail style mounts. Or if you are a hiker or a hunter and you want a backpackable system, it's very small, fits in the pocket, super lightweight. And if you go to the range, you can throw it on the bridge, and now you have a dedicated bino system.
What else you have new this year?
So scooting down here, these are our injection molded and aluminum 7075 systems. Both of these systems were designed by my counterpart, Nick. He's done a really good job with these. So we have the Manticore, which is the full onboard control system. This is called the UA-NVB FC and the FCR. The FCR is the ruggedized, that's aluminum. The FC is the injection molded version. Difference is going to be price and, of course, weight. Currently, these are coming in a little bit heavier than the current Katana. For comparison, the 31 Alpha, everyone's very familiar with that. They weigh about 16 ounces. This is just over that. We also have the Samurai, which we announced last year. This is the UA-NVB OC and OCR. That stands for outboard control and outboard control ruggedized. Obviously, the R is ruggedized. It's going to be aluminum. Without the R is going to be your injection molded polymer version. This is unique in that it has a pigtail coming off the back. It has full gain control and IR loom, just like the Manticore, but you have to utilize a battery pack. The reason for that is it removes the controls and the board that's on board, so it removes the weight. It makes it the lightest system we can offer. This currently weighs less than our current Katana in an aluminum housing. And it allows the user to control the system with their non-dominant hand and still control their fire control unit. And it still has all the same features. Turns on and off when you rotate the pods up and down, has an IR loom with the added gain control, and it replaces your counterweight with a battery pack. And that's, again, available in aluminum as well as polymer.
That is remarkably light. When I first picked it up, I thought there was no glass in it. Because in previous years, you had a couple of dummy empty models just to show your bridge or tubes or whatever. And we were joking around through them and all that. And as I picked these up, I thought they were empty. But this is the weight that they're
so I
that
think
they
this
ship
one,
at, right?
This one doesn't have tubes. That has tubes.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Yep.
But still very light.
That's why I was like,
yeah, it's like, yeah.
These are pretty light. That's a lot light. That is missing tubes. That's light. Which one's the ruggedized? Which one's the...
So this is the ruggedized Manticore. This is
Okay.
aluminum. This is that without the tubes. This is the aluminum version of that with the tubes installed.
Okay.
We
Ruggedized,
actually do have a version of this with tubes in it. It's right down here.
This one?
This one right here. So this is the same system. This is just the older pod design we did for additive manufacturing. This is going to be injection molded instead of additive manufactured. Just for, because of quantity, we can produce a lot more that way. The additive has performed quite well. We've achieved some pretty great success with that as far as durability goes. I mean, we've had guys that, we had one guy particularly fell down a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
And his nods were fine.
Yeah.
Didn't have a problem. He was chasing a suspect. We've had many, many cases and reports where guys dropped these off Humvees on their helmets, landed directly on the nods. Everything was fine. So
I'd be lying if I said I didn't drop mine a time or three in the last year and a half, 2 years. That's if you would talk to that real quick, Jeff, because we get some guys sometimes they're like, oh, it's 3D printed. It's not really 3D printed though, in the sense of like people thinking,
yeah,
you know,
FDM, where it melts the
Bubba
polymer.
Uncle has this little thing in his basement type of crap.
So-
I mean, we're talking about some serious dollars.
There's different materials that
Yeah.
we
Right.
can print in, and there's different processes. I mean, the term 3D printing covers everything from the hobbyist through the hundreds of thousands of dollars machines that sinter metal. You know, so, and obviously this being polymer, it's going to be somewhere in between that strength. But plastic isn't what it used to be. This isn't a hobbyist ABS filament, right? What kind of polymer is used? How does the process?
We're using nylon 11, and it's MJF multi-jet fusion from HP. It's a very large machine. It's a $500,000 machine. Well, setup. You need the machine, the cleaning station, the whole setup, and it uses a very special process. They have a binder jet. It binds the polymer together, fuses it all together into basically a not fully dense, but almost like 98% fully dense polymer. We actually, when we cut these, we take these, in order to make the lenses fit properly, we have hand reamers. We ream everything to size. And when we ream it, we get a glass finish. There are no pores, no pockets. It's completely non-permeable to water and air. So we purge these, they hold. We dive with these. We've had people jump out of aircraft with these. The polymer itself performs well. And drop testing, we drop from helmet height, which is your normal use case on concrete, and we do it 6 times. When we do it, we don't just drop it like this. We drop it down, we drop it on the top, we drop it on the back, the front, the sides.
I would guess the like 80-90% of the times that you get any sort of damage to NVGs is because somebody was trying to attach them or detach them from the bridge, and they thought it was clipped on.
Right.
They looked down and it fell.
Yep. And to back it up, because we believe in the product and we've tested it, we know it performs, all of our stuff that we design and manufacture has a lifetime warranty anyway. So if it ever breaks, you ship it in, we fix it, we ship it back. We ask, hey, how'd it break so we can improve it?
Yeah.
But we don't care what happened. We don't care if you ran it over, broke it in half, we replace it.
That takes a really large clank and pair to do with products that are this expensive and fragile. I mean, I mean, by nature, optical devices tend to be fairly fragile, and the image intensifier tubes themselves are just insane wizardry.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, those come with a warranty on their own, but yeah, our products, they lifetime. As long as we exist as a company, we will continue to maintain our products. If something gets phased out, we will still take care of the customer.
So these are the real sexy beasts here, and that's the reason we've been saving these for last, is because obviously everybody loves the Panos. You were telling me earlier off camera that we got a couple of interesting things here, one of them being a new bridge.
Yes, so what we have here, this is a GPME G18. This is our bridge system. So basically you have the original bridge. Now this is one of the older Anvis models of the GPME G18. But basically you have 2 screws right here at the back. All you do is you pop those out off of here. You take your left pod off, you put the left pod on the left side of this, you put your right pod on the right side, you put the 2 screws in, you're good to go. Now you have articulating panoramic night vision. And the whole reason we did this is because you're stuck with that. That is a snag hazard. That's heavy on the neck. It fatigues. We hear a lot of guys complain about they can't wear these for a long time. So when you do this, it brings the center of gravity back closer to the natural pivot point of the neck. Now the system is much more comfortable to wear for a longer period of time. It also has the benefit of making you have a better head clearance, smaller box around your head, no snag hazard, and this is excellent for being in a vehicle if you have panos.
Yes.
It allows the driver to have plenty of room and to quickly deploy and stow when you need, if you need to look at your dash or read a map or something. And for the guys in the back or sitting in the passenger seats, you can run them like this and quickly ingress and egress out of the vehicle or into the vehicle without worrying about bumping your head off the threshold. Same thing with door thresholds. You're coming through a door.
Yeah.
You can quickly bring them down when you need to, quickly stow them when you need to, and you're not, catching your head on the door frame. And it's a weight reduction too on top of it. So all of the systems, it works for the Anvis 10, the Lindu Optics QTMEG, the GPMEG 18, and the any other systems that are coming out. The PD Pro Q, it's going to work with those. It's just a simple upgrade system that the end user can use can move the parts on and off by themselves. Doesn't have to send it into us.
So as you're talking, I can already sense in the future some jackass in the comments saying, yeah, that's great if you work for the government, but you guys sell panos that us regular folks can purchase, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So, talk to us.
It's still expensive, but
of course, but
that's
there's no
because
laws standing in the way.
Yeah, we can't control image tube prices. We can't control lens prices. We can control our product's price. So we've come to the conclusion with developing and coming up with what's going to cost for tubes, what's going to cost for glass. The introductory price for this is $15,000 with a fully built unit with glass attached to it. That's subject to change depending on where the glass development goes, because we're developing in association with other companies lenses for the back of these. Currently, those of you out there that are in the know, these are Anvis 10 lenses. These are just for prototyping and for demonstration purposes. The developed glass, we should be able to start shipping these Q3, Q4. So that would be awesome. The sooner we can do it, the better. But the front is PVS 14 lenses. That lowers the cost. The image tubes, standard 18 millimeter tubes, that lowers the cost. You can put any kind of tubes in here that you want that are 18 millimeter. We're also going to work on a manual gain version of this as long as the tubes play well together as far as adjusting the gain back and forth. That's making sure we select the right tubes, that they move up and down together. A little more tedious, but it can be done. And onboard illuminator, we also have options, just like our other systems, have onboard battery, remote power, and then the gain control would have to have a battery pack. And these are easily collimated, just like other systems, you collimate them from the front. You can use a standard Hoffman or test set on the bench to do it.
Nice.
And assembling them is stupid easy. All you have is these are legit. These are working units. So your front lens assembly for the dealers is this guy.
Yeah.
So you assemble this on first. You have your image tube. There's a pin in here for orientation that you drop in. You have a retaining ring that tightens that down.
Nice.
You put this guy on, and then the lens is actually off-center. So you rotate the whole assembly, and there's a locking ring, and you lock it in place. That's it, and then it's done. And then these will. That's it. It's a simple system. We made it so that it's easy for the dealers or the purchaser to get these. Just the housing with glass, if you're providing your own tubes, $7,500.
That's not bad, really.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we got a lot coming down the.
An amazing array of new stuff right now.
Thank you.
I appreciate.
Hopefully we
you
didn't
taking-
overdo it.
No, never. I appreciate you taking the time to walk us through all of this stuff and put up with my crap. I appreciate you guys for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Please support our sponsors, because if they weren't supporting us, we wouldn't be able to do this. I love you.